Hey there, I'm here to talk to you about dish soap. I know you're so excited. I'm excited. So just like most of you, when I would buy dish soap, I would base my purchasing decision on two things, either price or grease cutting power. So for a long time there, I mostly just got Dawn because it was pretty good at the cutting the grease situation, and it came in like apple scent and stuff like that, and it wasn't that ugly. I used Dawn for a long time, and then I moved to San Francisco and became granola and wanted to be more environmental. So I purchased Trader Joe's dishwashing soap, and it wasn't good. Sorry, I love Trader Joe's, but your dishwashing soap just doesn't suds up. And I don't think you have to be all artificial to make that happen. But one day I was at Target and I saw this guy. You'll probably recognize him. He's made by Method, and Method makes a slew of cleaning products. They're an environmentally conscious company. They're also design, conscious, because, this stuff sits on your counter. You got to look at it all day. It might as well be attractive, right? There was a major design flaw with this guy, which is that soap kind of like seeps out and would get all over the bottle. So I'd have this like soapy, gross bottle on my counter, and even though it had a cute little indentation here to hold it, it was still disgusting. And the cap does not come off to refill it. Like, that's not very environmental, so it does not go with their whole deal. So just like every other consumer, I didn't complain to them, I didn't say anything, I just complained to myself and bought other products. But somebody was conscientious or had a lot of time on their hands and complained, and look, they came up with another bottle. I'm actually certain that they didn't have some silly focus group 20-person meeting to figure this out. Someone probably just said, hey, the bottle's getting all soapy and gross, so let's make a different one. So I love this bottle. It's new, it's pretty. This thing comes off, fantastic, so you could refill it. It's got a great pump, so their soap doesn't go all over the place, really convenient. So it just has to sit there. You never have to pick up the bottle when you're doing your dishes. I love it. And Method, don't get mad at me, but you don't have anything like, you don't sell a refill for this thing, which is sort of silly. I'm sure it's in the make. So a couple weeks ago, I really needed some dishwashing soap, and I ran out, and I had some old stuff underneath my sink, and I refilled it with something, I don't know. But I did buy a whole bottle because I felt guilty. I love this stuff, use it. So the other little item that I love, and I will try to tell you the story really fast before I melt on my roof, is this guy. Little sponge. I know you're saying, oh, that's the cheap sponge. It's like, the kind you get at the cheap store. And you are absolutely right. It is the cheap sponge. I think this one is 69 cents. I think this one's made in Japan. So bad carbon footprint, probably terrible for the environment. But let me tell you, the other aspect that I love about this sponge is that since it's made of this really light foamy material, it dries really fast. And so it doesn't stink. Don't tell me you have not picked up your sponge and gone, ew, that's disgusting. And so then you have to throw it in the dishwasher or put vinegar on it and constantly struggle and suffer with a stinky sponge. And I think it's counterproductive, or not counterproductive, bad use of language. I think it's counterintuitive to use a dirty sponge to clean your dishes, right? So anyway, this is cool. 69 cents, you can get it at most 99-cent stores, dollar stores, cheap stores close by if you have one. It's got the little scrubby part and the little soft side, and they're cute little colors. Anyway, because you've probably seen this guy, which is the Cellulose Sponge, and I think this is probably even a cheap version of a Cellulose Sponge. But, oh, that feels good. Anyway, so the Cellulose Sponge, they're dense, and they are, in my opinion, perfect petri dishes for bacteria. And this is the kind that you get at Target, like Ocello and stuff like that. Don't get mad at me, Ocello. But again, this is just not good. They stink really fast. And I don't even know if they're, maybe cellulose is natural. I don't think so, it doesn't sound natural. I should know this though. Anyway, bird. I just wanted to let you know that these are better sponges. Try them, don't be a snob, because they're cheap.